All right, guys, last topic here, and it's about the Baltimore Orioles. And there's a list going out on MLB Network that if I pull this up as we talk about it, they listed their top 10 pitchers going into next season, specifically starting pitchers. And if I can continue, it's easier when I have Brad to help me out. Brad, you are missed today, believe me. All right, here we go. Can we see the list? Yeah. All right, so you can see the list on there. There's some great pitchers, phenomenal pitchers, actually, to be honest. But there's one I think that's missing. And I don't know if you guys could take a guess at that. You probably
You don't
can.
say. You don't say.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting final few people on that list is all I'm going to say. I just don't think Max Fried, after battling injuries and everything they did last year, not really putting together a full season, that one, and then Sonny Gray, like, I don't see how I would put Bradish above those two.
Yeah. Well,
those are the two that I have issue with.
Oh, so you said his name. So who is the name, Kevin? Who are we talking about?
I thought we were talking about Kyle Gibson. No, it's Kyle Bradish.
Well, Kyle Gibson, great guy, great clubhouse guy, brought a lot of energy, but you're right. It's a different Kyle. It's kind of Brad, and that is Kyle Bradish, Kevin.
Yeah, and it's weird because this is the MLB Network's list, and then literally today, MLB Network put out the AL ERA leaders from August 1st on.
Yeah.
With minimum like 50 innings.
Yeah.
And Bradish is number 2 on the list. Sonny Gray's number 1, but then also Grayson's on that list.
Yeah, they highlighted Bradish.
So I'm just like, I'm trying to find the tweet. Someone said, "Oh, well, the MLB puts this out and then goes, oop, wait, we need to recognize the Orioles. 1 second." So so I don't know what the deal is with this. I would have Bradish over a couple guys on this list for sure. It's definitely a snub in my opinion. I don't get it.
I think this is the second time on this show that I feel like every time, unfortunately, we talk about Kyle Bradish recently, it's that he's not getting the respect he deserves as the top pitcher in the league. So,
no, you know what?
I think there's only one thing left to do, and that's for him to just go mess around and win the Cy Young this year.
I think Kyle Bradish he might not be, but I think reading this list and just listening to Knife Talk over and over and over again, just getting ready.
He's got to just put on
that's what I envision right now. Like he's like, grip on the shoulder, fired up. All right, leave me off the list. See what happens this season. So
I will say, every time Knife Talk comes on, I just think of Kyle Bradish.
So do I now.
Yeah, it's weird. Like if Knife Talk comes on my playlist, I immediately just in my head just Kyle Bradish highlights.
Now, what I would listen to for motivation is Ryan Mountcastle's version of Dear Maria.
That's another great one.
Some good kids. All right, I'm going to take the floor here for a second,
please.
So let's just be honest here. Kyle sucks. He's terrible. I'm not mincing words. Kyle Bradish, you suck. You were only top 4 in ERA in Major League Baseball last year. If I'm not mistaken, you were only top 7 in WHIP, which is you were tied for 3rd. Whoop-de-doo, 1.04. You were top 7 in batting average allowed against. You allowed hitters to hit 215 off of you. Those are scrub numbers. We got to get those numbers up, or in your case, down. All right. And if we're going to talk about ERA specifically, you really sucked from July on. 2.25, 2.12, and 2.06. By the way, you were on the best team in baseball. So if I'm not making it any more clear, Kyle, and you can come talk to me. You have my number. I have yours. That was terrible. I want to see the real Kyle Bradish. I want you to come in and be pissed off and actually show us something this year, because clearly not many people in Major League Baseball in 2023 got the picture that you are a bona fide ace. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I want to see a pissed off Kyle. I want to see a fire lit in your ass. Literally, I'll do it myself if you want to. But if you don't get the picture, this is going to be a great year for you. And if not, you can come on here on the show and blame me for everything. But come on, Kyle, do better. That's all I got.
I mean, what? Didn't even finish top 30 in AL Cy Young voting? Crazy.